Good morning. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now today we have to study the last part of the bending stresses, that is the flitch beam. So far in bending stresses we have studied the beam which is subjected to the bending moment is made up of a single material, maybe concrete or steel or whatever it may be, but it is made up of the single material like this. Let the cross section is the rectangular one. But sometimes to enhance the load carrying capacity under bending, two different materials are rigidly connected together. Here, for example, you must observe that sometimes if the beam strength becomes, if it loses its strength, it becomes weak. Here, then we can add some support to that. Or if it is made of the wood, here this is a convention to show the wood. Here, now the bending strength of the wood is less. So to enhance the bending capacity of the wood here, or the moment of resistance of the wood here, then another material, maybe the mild steel or copper, or copper is very costly, aluminum, may be connected or rigidly connected to this wood. Here, so here this is wood and this is the mild steel. So when these two different materials are rigidly connected, this is the cross section. Okay. So when these two different materials are rigidly connected together, the load carrying capacity under bending increases. Okay. Such type of beam which are rigid, two different materials or three different materials are rigidly connected here and which are subjected to the bending. Here, this composite beam is known as the flitch beam. Clear? So remember one thing, the flitch beam is nothing but a composite beam which is under bending. Okay. Now, how to find out the moment of resistance of this beam? The first thing is that we have to calculate the moment of resistance. Second, we have to calculate the bending stresses if the moment of resistance or bending moment is given. Okay, these are the two important things. Okay. Clear? So, now this arrangement, this strip may connected on one side or maybe on either side from the top and bottom, or it may be connected on the sideways. Clear? Depending on the application. Clear? Now, how to find out the stresses in this composite or flitch beam? Let's consider one rectangular cross section. Consider this rectangular cross section. Okay. Let's consider it is a wood whose bending strength is very less. And another material, let it is a steel, is connected on right and left side of this. This is the steel. These two different materials are rigidly connected to enhance the bending moment capacity or to enhance the load carrying capacity. Here, this is the centroid of the composite section or the mass center of the composite section. This is the mass center now because the two different materials are there. Okay, and this is the neutral axis. Now, since this is the steel, let this is the wood. Now, if you want to calculate the moment of resistance of this cross section here, then the moment of resistance, the total moment of resistance can be written as, it is a total moment of resistance. This total moment of resistance can be written as the moment of resistance of steel plus moment of resistance of wood. And yesterday I told you that how we can calculate the moment of resistance of some particular part. Here, yesterday I had taken this example, if you want to calculate the moment of resistance of the flange, how to find out the, for this also, if, even if it is made of this one single material, here then the total moment of resistance is equal to the moment of resistance of this flange plus moment of resistance of the wave. Clear? Exactly similar way here, the total moment of resistance of this cross section is equal to the moment of resistance of steel plus moment of resistance of the wood. Now, how we can calculate the moment of resistance of the steel? Here, the moment of resistance of the steel can be calculated as the bending stress induced in the steel in any particular layer into the moment of inertia of that steel part. Here, yesterday I told you that when we have solved this question, so by calculating to calculate the moment of resistance of the shaded part, here we have calculated this moment of resistance is equal to stress induced in any layer of that shaded part at a distance of y into moment of inertia of the shaded part about the neutral axis. Okay, so जिसका moment of resistance calculate करने का है उसका moment of inertia आपको लेने का है. So here also to calculate the total moment of resistance of this flitch beam, which is the summation of the moment of resistance of the steel plus moment of resistance of the wood. Here this moment of resistance of the steel can be written as the bending stress induced in the steel at any layer y into moment of inertia of the steel about the neutral axis. So these become the moment of resistance of the steel plus moment of resistance of the wood. Now, moment of resistance of the wood is equal to the stress induced in the wood at a distance of y from the neutral layer into moment of inertia of the wood section. So, if you calculate this, here you will get the total moment of resistance. Here, it is just extension to this. Here, since there are two different materials, we will calculate the two different moment of resistance separately, and if you add them, you will get the total moment of resistance. One thing. So, this is the moment of resistance. Second thing,
हेलो हेलो
Is it visible now? Aditya,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it's visible.
is it visible? Okay.
Yes, sir.
That electricity was not there, so because of that there was difficulty. It was laptop was not charged, mobile was not charged. Okay. This was okay. ये मिस नहीं हुआ था ना? Shall I proceed further from this? Have understood this? Yes or no? Unmute yourself and tell me.
No, sir.
Is this clear? The relation between the stress induced because of the bending moment in the steel and the wood. Here, अगर ये layer consider करता हूँ at the same distance y. Here, suppose here the stress in the steel, wood is the sigma w, and in the same layer the stress in the steel is sigma s. Then what is the relation between the stress induced in the steel and the wood? That relation we have calculated by equating the strain in that particular layer. And the relation is sigma s equal to Es upon Ew into sigma w, where Es and Ew are the modulus of elasticity of the steel and the wood respectively. Here, this ratio is known as a modular ratio, which is denoted by m. So this only I have written over here. Here in this one, only you have to remember this relation between the sigma s and sigma w is hold good only at the same distance y from the neutral axis. Okay. Then what I was talking. Yeah, for this case, what we have considered, the steel part and the wooden part are at the same they are symmetrical. So this mass center is the geometrical center of this. But if you consider this is the wooden section, and only at the bottom there is a steel section. Now, since this steel section is not symmetrical, and because of that, the mass center gets shifted here downward. Okay, because this is the heavier material, this is the lighter material. Here, in such cases, how to find out this mass center? Here, so another method. Here, even to solve this question also. Here, even if it is symmetrical, to solve this question also, and to solve this question, here when it is unsymmetrical, the another method is that ये जो composite beam is made of the composite material है. Here we can convert it into the equivalent single material. This is a composite beam made up of the steel and the wood. Here, so we can convert it into equivalent section of either wood or either steel. Here, इसका equivalent section हम लोग convert कर सकते हैं. Okay. Now, how to convert that equivalent section? If I convert it into equivalent steel section, okay. So this the dimensions perpendicular to the neutral axis horizontal रहेगा. So dimensions perpendicular to the neutral axis remains same. Here only the dimensions which are parallel to the neutral axis changes. Okay. So when I convert into equivalent steel section, so this is the wood. Wood is the weak material than the steel. So instead of this wood, if I use the steel, I will get I'll require the less material for the same strength. For the same strength, I will require the less material. So this is the equivalent section for this wood section, equivalent steel section for this wood, and this steel section is remain as it is. Okay, so this is the original composite section which we have converted into equivalent steel section. So these two sections are equivalent. अभी ये दो section, I said that they are equivalent. But what is equivalent in that? So in this both the section, here the load carrying capacity or the moment of resistance of this both the section is same. ये section का moment of resistance composite section का और ये section का moment of resistance, this moment of resistance is same. The bending moment carrying capacity of this both the section is same. Okay, so this section also you can convert into equivalent section, either equivalent steel section or equivalent wooden section, and you can calculate the moment of resistance. Clear? So here I have considered to calculate this total moment of resistance of this cross section. I have taken the moment of resistance of the steel plus moment of resistance of the wood. Clear? लेकिन अगर आपने इसको equivalent section में convert कर दिया, तो total moment of resistance is equal to the moment of resistance of equivalent section. Just calculate the moment of resistance of this equivalent section. Here you will get the total moment of resistance. So you can solve this question either considering the composite section or either converting it into the equivalent section. अगर इसको equivalent section में अगर convert करने का है, तो this middle part is the equivalent steel section. Let convert it into steel section. So this is middle part would get converted into steel, and the steel strap remain as it is. Okay, so this is the total moment of resistance of this equivalent section, and total moment of resistance of this original composite section is remain same. So you can solve the sum by considering the original composite section. तो वो केस में moment of resistance ऐसा आएगा. If you convert it into equivalent section, वो केस में moment of resistance you have to consider as a moment of resistance of the equivalent section. Okay, now the question is how to convert it into equivalent section. Okay, but before that, here, whenever there is an unsymmetrical section like this, you have to calculate the moment, this mass center, through which the neutral axis passes. It is mandatory to convert it into equivalent section. इसमें equivalent section convert नहीं किया तो भी solve कर सकते हैं. But when such type of unsymmetrical section is there, it is mandatory to convert it into equivalent section just to locate the mass center. And once you are converted into mass center, then it doesn't matter whether you solve the remaining question with this composite section or with this equivalent section. इससे भी solve कर सकते हैं, इससे भी solve कर सकते हैं once you locate the mass center. But to convert it into the mass center, it is mandatory to convert it into equivalent steel or equivalent wooden section. In this composite section, by using our normal method, we cannot calculate the mass center. अगर आपको mass center calculate करने का है, for this original, as for this part only, then you have to consider the mass density also. Here that becomes little bit more difficult. So instead of that, convert it into equivalent section and calculate the mass center like a center of gravity or a centroid here, and remaining, once you get this centroid, once you get the neutral axis, then remaining part you can solve it by using this original cross section or this equivalent section. Doesn't make any difference. Okay, now the question is how to convert this original section into equivalent wooden section or equivalent steel section. Okay, clear? So for equivalent section, let's consider this is the length of original length of the wood, and this is the equivalent length of the wood. I am denoting it as a LS. ये मुझे इसमें convert करने का है. Okay, so relation is that it depends on the moment of this modulus of rigidity, modulus of elasticity. Clear? So the relation is given by it is EW into LW. EW into LW is equal to modulus of elasticity into the length of the steel section. Modulus of elasticity of the steel into length of the steel section. Here means this parameter for this section and this parameter for this section both should remain same, so that we can convert it into equivalent section. Here this is the original length, this is the equivalent length of the steel section. Here this is the equivalent length of the steel section for this wood. Okay, so to convert it here, to convert into equivalent section, here the relation is EW into LW equal to ES into LS. Means if you want to find out the equivalent length of the steel section, equivalent length of steel, you can write LS equal to it is EW into LW upon ES. This gives you the equivalent length of the steel. Okay, and remember one thing, the dimensions which are parallel to the neutral axis, that only changes, which are perpendicular to the neutral axis are remain same. Okay, and when we convert it into equivalent section, here the moment of resistance is remain same for both. Here, so you can solve the sum by considering the composite section, or you can solve the sum by considering the equivalent section. Any doubt? We'll solve the sum. Sum number 1. Take the screenshot and write it later if you want, or you refer any book of the strength of material, you will get this theory. Okay, this question is exactly similar question what we have solved yesterday. Yesterday, the two permissible stresses were given, but that was in tension and compression. Here, उसके पहले एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया था, only one permissible stress was given, which we consider same in the tension and compression. This tension and compression was given differently in the next question. Now, similar type of question is here. The two different stresses are given in two different material. Okay, permissible stresses in the wood and the steel are given. Now, since for wood only one permissible stress is given, for steel only one permissible stress is given. So you have to consider this as a single stress. Means that value is same for tension as well as in compression. Sum number 1. All of you have this soft copy. These are the two steel straps. Okay, and this is the wood. Okay, first type of beam is given. This distance is 150 millimeter. This thickness is 10. This thickness is 10. The depth of the steel part is 260, and depth of the wooden part is 300 millimeter, and it is symmetrical. Now, since this section is symmetrical, doesn't make any difference whether you solve it with a composite section or equivalent section. Now, since it is symmetrical, even if you convert it into equivalent steel section, here, then also it will remain symmetrical about the horizontal line. Here, so in this case, due to symmetry, here the mass center will coincide with the geometrical center. Okay, so this is the mass center. Here means from this at a distance of 150 millimeter from the base. This is the mass center. Here, so same position is remain even if you convert it into equivalent section. Here, so let's read the question. So in this one, no need to calculate the y bar. Directly you can write because of symmetry. It is given that a flitch beam of wooden joist and a two steel plate. Here, this is the wooden joist and these two steel plates on either side of the wood as shown in the figure. If the permissible stress in the wood and the steel are not to exceed 812,000 Newton per millimeter square, the permissible stresses in the steel and the wood are given. Means we have to find out, or when we apply any bending moment or when we apply the load, here the bending stress in the steel, bending stress in the wood should not exceed than 800 Newton per millimeter square, and bending stress in the steel here should not exceed than 12,000 Newton per millimeter square. These are the permissible stresses which are given. These are not the induced stresses. These are the permissible stresses. Clear? Corresponding to this, we have to calculate the safe moment of resistance for this cross section. You have to calculate the safe moment of resistance. Here, and we know that the moment of resistance is equal to the bending moment. ये safe moment of resistance अगर calculate करते हैं corresponding to this permissible stresses, clear? तो इतना bending moment हम लोग apply कर सकते हैं. अगर इतना maximum bending moment apply किया, तो stresses induced in any of the material will not exceed than this limiting value. Okay, इससे ज्यादा stress नहीं जाएगा. So we have to calculate the safe moment of resistance corresponding to this permissible stress value. Okay. Now, for that, we have to calculate the moment of resistance. Here, safe moment of resistance calculate करने का है. Okay. So, any doubt? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Somebody has started the mic. Okay. So to calculate this moment of resistance, we can calculate the moment of resistance. If I work with the composite section, then the total moment of resistance or safe moment of resistance is equal to safe moment of resistance of steel plus safe moment of resistance of the wood. here, and if you equate this, you will get this. But here it is the induced stress in the steel upon Y into moment of inertia of the steel plus induced stress in the wood, self induced stress in the wood upon Y into the moment of inertia of the wood. Okay, if you consider the composite section. Now IS and IW easily you can calculate. The moment of inertia of the steel is equal to, it is 2 times because 2 straps are there. Here it is B D cube by 12 because this neutral axis is passing through the centroid of this strap also, and that's why directly you have to use the formula, no need to use the parallaxis theorem. So it is 2 into B D cube by 12 moment of inertia of the steel. 2 इसलिए क्योंकि 2 strap है. The moment of inertia of the wood, here this rectangular section, how much is that? It is B D cube, depth is 300 upon 12. Moment of inertia of the steel and the wood we have calculated separately because we are dealing with the composite section. Understood? Here, tell me the answer. IW is 337.5 into 10 raised to 6. And how much is the IS?
6.66 into 10 raised to 6.
Huh?
6.67 into 10 raised to 6.
Nahi re. My answer is 29.29.
1.0 into 10 raised to 7.
Cross check. It is 10 into 260 cube by 12 into 2 times.
Sir, it is 29.29 into 10 raised to 6.
29.29 into 10 raised to 6. Okay, cross check. Okay, I have calculated the moment of inertia of this, both the section about the neutral axis or both the material about the neutral axis. Okay, now we have to calculate the safe moment of resistance corresponding to this stress value. Okay, here. So what I am considering that I'm loading this material such that because of which the bending stress induced in the suppose steel reach its maximum value. Okay, I'm assuming that here. Let's assume stress or induced stress in steel reach its maximum permissible value. How much is the maximum permissible value in the stress in the steel? It is sigma S equal to 12000 Newton per millimeter square. This is the maximum stress induced in the steel. Okay, अभी if I assume that कि इस पे इतना load apply किया कि stress induced in the steel reach its maximum value of 12,000 Newton millimeter square. अभी this is the bending stress. We know that the bending stress induced in the extreme layer of the steel. Now this is the extreme layer of the steel. Means this stress is induced in the steel here at Y equal to 130 millimeter because its total is 260. So distance of the extreme layer from the neutral axis is 130. So we assume that ये लेयर में कितना स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस हुआ है 1200 न्यूटन पर मिलीमीटर स्क्वायर. अभी जब ये लेयर में 1200 न्यूटन पर मिलीमीटर स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस होता है तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ बिकॉज ऑफ द सेम लोड हाउ मच इज द मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस इन द वुड. द मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस इन द वुड इज इंड्यूस इन दिस लेयर. तो ये लेयर में जब स्ट्रेस 12,000 हो जाता है तो आई विल कैलकुलेट हाउ मच इज द स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस इन दिस लेयर ऑफ द वुड व्हिच इज द मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस इन द वुड. और ये स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस शुड नॉट गो बियॉन्ड दिस 800. If it goes beyond 800 means that corresponding to this stresses जो load हमने apply किया that load or that corresponding moment of resistance is not safe. So stresses induced in both the extreme layer in the steel and the wood should be within this permissible limit. Here, so I assume that let the induced stress in the steel reach its maximum value of 12,000 Newton per millimeter square at Y equal to 130 millimeter. Have you understood this? Why I have considered Y equal to 130 millimeter? Because at Y equal to 130 millimeter, there is an extreme layer of the steel in which the bending stress will be maximum, because we know that the bending stress is always maximum in the extreme layer. Okay, now we have to calculate the maximum stress induced in the wood. Yeah, so and for this flitch beam, we know what is the relation between the stress induced in the steel and the wood. Okay, here, so relation is sigma s, here corresponding stress, corresponding induced stress in wood. Okay, so this relation is sigma s upon es equal to sigma w upon ew. Here, so this sigma w equal to corresponding stress in the wood we have to calculate. So it is sigma, ew upon es into sigma s. Okay, now in this question, take es equal to 18 ew. This relation is given. Take es equal to 18 into ew. It means that the modular ratio is given as 18. Es upon ew is the modular ratio. Modular ratio is always greater than 1. Ew upon es is not the modular ratio. Es upon ew is the modular ratio. Clear? So this ew upon es, it will be 1 upon 18 into sigma s. Here sigma s is how much? 12,000. Here from this one you will get the sigma w. How much is this? 12,000 upon 18. It is 666.67 Newton per millimeter square. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Unmute yourself and tell me, this is the stress induced in the wood. Then the stress induced in the maximum stress induced in the steel is 12,000. ये maximum stress induced in the steel है at y equal to 130 millimeter. अभी ये जो stress induced हुआ in wood, what we got 666.67 Newton per millimeter. Is it maximum stress induced in the wood or not? Or this is the stress induced in the wood in which layer? I want this answer. This is the stress induced in the wood in which layer? Answer. Unmute and answer. Should I compare this 666.67 with this 800? Because this is the permissible. Here, this is the induced stress. When the induced stress in the steel is 12,000, the stress induced in the wood is 666.67. Should I compare this with this? Or tell me, this is the stress induced in the wood in which layer? Come on, fast, unmute and tell me.
No, sir.
No what? Can you elaborate?
सर एक्सट्रीम लेयर जो है वो वुड की बॉटम और अपर मोस्ट लेयर है.
हाँ, मतलब at what y distance?
$150.
150, right? Okay, means maximum stress induced in the wood will be at a distance of 150 millimeter from the neutral axis, whereas this is the stress induced in the wood. Here in which layer? This is the stress induced in the layer at y equal to 130 millimeter. Because for calculation of this, what we have considered this 12,000 Newton, this is the stress induced in the steel at y equal to 130. And I told you that in this relation, here this sigma s and sigma w are at the same distance y from the neutral axis. Have understood this? This is also the stress induced in the wood, but it is the stress induced in the wood in this layer, which is not maximum. Maximum stress induced in this extreme layer. Yeah, so this is the stress induced in the wood at y equal to 30. So how much is the maximum stress in wood? We know that the maximum stress induced in the wood, that is at y equal to 150 millimeter. Yeah, we know that these are the bending stresses whose variation is linear. And when there is a linear variation at 130, if the stress induced is 666.67, so how much is the bending stress at a distance of 150? Since it is a linear variation, you can directly write down the equation here. So it is stress in wood at y equal to 150, which is equal to, it is 666.67 upon 130. 130 को इतना तो 150 को कितना? How much is this? How much is this stress induced in the wood at its extreme layer? कितना आता है?
$769.26.
769.26. Yeah, Newton per millimeter square. Look at the board. This we have applied such a loading here, because of which the stress induced in the extreme layer of the steel is 12,000 Newton. At the same instant, here the maximum stress induced in the wood at its extreme layer is 769.29, whereas the permissible is 800. So the maximum induced stress in the wood here is less than permissible, and hence it is safe. मतलब जो भी हम लोगों को ये मोमेंट ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करने का है, so we can consider the maximum stress induced in the steel at 12,000 at 150, and maximum stress induced in the wood is 769.26 at 150. Understood? Here it is not necessary कि जब स्टील में मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेस 12,000 इंड्यूस होगा, at the same time the wood में 800 ही होगा. Not necessary. Okay. So you have to calculate the safe moment of resistance corresponding to this stress. Here, ये समझ में आया क्या? कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो. Unmute yourself and ask your doubt. I calculated the safe stresses, safe induced stresses. पहले मैंने assume किया कि इतना लोड अप्लाई किया कि स्टील में का स्ट्रेस reach its maximum permissible value of 12,000. Here, corresponding to that, I have calculated the maximum stress induced in the wood in its extreme layer, which is less than permissible, and hence it is safe. If this would have been a greater than 800, means this value is not safe. Then I have to go for the second trial. In that one, I assume that, let's assume the induced stress in the wood reach its maximum value of 800 at y equal to 150. Here, sigma w equal to 800 at y equal to 150. Okay, then by using this relation, I will calculate the stress induced in the steel at y equal to 150. Okay, but don't compare it with this 12,000, because at y equal to 150, यहाँ पे स्टील का एक्सट्रीम लेयर है ही नहीं. स्टील का एक्सट्रीम लेयर है at y equal to 130. So let's calculate the stress induced in the steel at y equal to 130 by using the property of similar triangle. ये इक्वेशन यूज करके, और ये आपको कंपेयर करने का है. दिस यू हैव टू कंपेयर विद 12,000 यार. और अगर आपने ये कंसीडर किया तो दिस स्ट्रेस एट y इक्वल टू 130 विल बी डेफिनेटली ग्रेटर देन 12,000. सो दिस वोंट बी सेफ, बिकॉज दिस स्ट्रेस इटसेल्फ इज नॉट सेफ. अगर ये सेफ है तो स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस इन द स्टील विल बी ग्रेटर देन 12,000. ओके यार, लेकिन हमने पहले इटरेशन में हम लोगों को करेक्ट आंसर आया, तो नो नीड टू गो फॉर द सेकंड ट्रायल. Okay, यार ये समझ में आया क्या? Listen, whether you solve the sum by considering the composite section or by equivalent section, ये आपको करने का ही है. Understood? Here, now we'll calculate the total moment of resistance or safe moment of resistance now. Here, safe moment of resistance for the composite section. Here, which is equal to the moment of resistance of steel plus moment of resistance of wood. Here, moment of resistance of steel equal to the stress in steel upon y into moment of inertia of the steel plus stress into wood upon y into moment of inertia of the wood. Therefore, which is equal to 12,000 upon this stress is induced at what y distance? 130 into is. Here it is 29.29 into 10 raised to 6 plus stress induced in the wood. Listen, abhi by considering the stress induced in the wood at 130, we have calculated the stress induced in the wood at y equal to 150, which is also safe. So to calculate this moment of resistance of the wood, either you take this 666.67 at y equal to 130, or you can take 769.26 at y equal to 150. दोनों का रेशियो सेम आएगा. Okay, here so I will take that maximum only 769.29 upon 150 into IW. It is 337.5 into 10 raised to 6. This way you can get the moment of resistance, total moment of resistance. This is a safe moment of resistance. Calculate how much? Is it 4.49 into 10 raised to 9 Newton millimeter?
Yes, sir. 4.43 into 10 raised to 9.
Okay, fine. So this is a safe moment of resistance. This is the final answer. Okay. Now, my question is, if I, for this beam, suppose this is the cross section for the simply supported beam. ये सिंपली सपोर्टेड बीम है जिसका क्रॉस सेक्शन ये है. अगर मैंने इस पे ऐसा लोड अप्लाई किया कि जिसकी वजह से मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट इंड्यूस हियर विल बी 4.5 into 10 raised to 9, वेरी क्लोज टू दिस बट थोड़ा ज्यादा है. व्हाट विल हैपन? इतना लोड अप्लाई किया कि जिसकी वजह से बेंडिंग मोमेंट इससे थोड़ा ज्यादा इंड्यूस हो रहा है. ओके, ये सेफ मोमेंट ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस है, अभी उससे थोड़ा ज्यादा बेंडिंग मोमेंट इंड्यूस हो रहा है. क्या होगा? टेल मी, अनम्यूट एंड टेल मी.
Sir, it will start bending.
It will start bending means it will start, it will fail. It will start failing. Failure will start. Okay, bending start होगा और bending start होने से failure होगा. Okay, because the applied bending moment is more than the safe moment of resistance. लेकिन my question is, अगर मैंने थोड़ा ज्यादा अगर बेंडिंग मोमेंट अप्लाई किया तो ये फेल होगा. लेकिन कैसे फेल होगा? कौन सा मटेरियल पहले फेल होगा? When I apply this much bending moment, this is a safe moment of resistance. अगर मैंने इतना bending moment अप्लाई किया तो cross section is remain same, sorry safe, but corresponding to this bending moment of resistance or corresponding to this bending moment, the maximum stress induced in the steel is 12,000 and maximum stress induced in the wood is 769.26. अगर मैंने इसमें ये बीम पे अगर इससे थोड़ा ज्यादा बेंडिंग मोमेंट अप्लाई किया तो ये भी स्ट्रेस थोड़ा बढ़ जाएगा और ये भी स्ट्रेस थोड़ा बढ़ जाएगा. ये बढ़ जाएगा तो 769 का 790 होगा और ये थोड़ा बढ़ जाएगा तो ये 12,100 हो जाएगा. अगर थोड़ा बेंडिंग मोमेंट इंक्रीज किया तो ये स्ट्रेसेस आल्सो विल इंक्रीज. Okay, so with this bending moment, listen, when it becomes 769 to 790, till it is less than 800, still this material is safe, but still won't be safe then because the induced stresses will go beyond the permissible stress. मतलब ये safe moment of resistance से थोड़ा भी अगर moment of bending moment अगर increase कर देता हूं, क्लियर, तो पहले इसमें से ये स्टील फेल होगा, वुड नहीं. Understood? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is we have solved by considering the composite section. इसमें ही changes है. Okay. ये तो आपको ऐसा करने का ही है, whether you solve it by composite section or whether you solve it by equivalent section. यार अभी equivalent section से solve करते हैं. देखो. Second method by equivalent section. Okay. Now, अगर मुझे इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन में कन्वर्ट करने का है तो मुझे इक्विवेलेंट फॉर दिस कंपोजिट सेक्शन इधर आई नीड टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू इक्विवेलेंट स्टील सेक्शन और इक्विवेलेंट वुडन सेक्शन. अभी मैं इसको कन्वर्ट करता हूं इक्विवेलेंट स्टील सेक्शन में. ओके, किस में कन्वर्ट करता हूं? इक्विवेलेंट स्टील सेक्शन में. यू कैन कन्वर्ट इनटू इक्विवेलेंट वुडन सेक्शन. अगर इक्विवेलेंट स्टील सेक्शन में कन्वर्ट किया तो ये डायमेंशन रिड्यूस होगा बिकॉज स्टील इज अ स्ट्रॉन्गर मटेरियल. और इक्विवेलेंट वुडन में कन्वर्ट किया तो ये दिस रिमेन सेम, लेकिन ये इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. अंडरस्टूड? यार अगर वीकर मटेरियल लिया तो क्रॉस सेक्शन बड़ा लेना पड़ेगा, अगर स्ट्रॉन्ग सेक्शन लिया तो क्रॉस सेक्शन छोटा लेना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम कंसीडरिंग द इक्विवेलेंट स्टील सेक्शन. Yes, so I need to convert this original wooden length into equivalent steel length. Okay, so I'm going to use this relation here. So equivalent steel length, equivalent steel length, ये second method से बोल रहा हूँ मैं. इक्विवेलेंट स्टील लेंथ. Clear? What is the relation? It is ES into LS equal to EW into LW. So equivalent length of the steel is equal to EW into LW upon ES. This EW upon ES is 1 upon 18 into original length of the wood. How much is that? 150. So from this one, you'll get the equivalent length of the steel section. Tell me how much is that? Equivalent length of the steel section. Aditya, how many students are there in the meeting?
8.33.
How many students are there in the meeting?
So 48.
Only 48 students are there.
Yes, sir. 48 and others it's showing.
Only 48 are showing.
52.
Okay.
51, sir.
Write your name and roll number. Write your name and roll number in the chat box. Okay. So equivalent length of the steel section is 8.33. So I'm showing the figure of equivalent steel section. So ये wooden section को equivalent steel section में convert कर देता हूँ. So this is the equivalent steel section. The dimension which is parallel to the neutral axis only changes. This depth is remains same. So it remains 300 only. Okay. So this 150 is becomes 8.33. And the steel is section is remain as it is. The steel is remain as it is. Here, this is 260 and this is 300. This is the equivalent section. Okay. Now, for this equivalent section, I have to calculate the safe moment of resistance. Okay. Here, safe moment of resistance. अगर ये equivalent section के लिए calculate करके है, तो what will be the change? Now it is the equivalent steel section. So it safe stress in the steel upon Y into here the moment of inertia of the equivalent section. Okay. ये फाइनल आंसर जो है आपका, ये मोमेंट ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस, ये इससे सेम आंसर आएगा आपका. ओके, बट ओनली आई एम कंसीडरिंग द इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन. अगर इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन कंसीडर करता हूं तो यहाँ पे इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन का मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया लेने का है. और इफ इट इज द इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन ऑफ द स्टील, सो इट इज सेफ इंड्यूस्ड स्ट्रेस इन द स्टील अपॉन वाई इनटू मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन. अगर वुड में कन्वर्ट किया तो सिग्मा डब्ल्यू अपॉन वाई इनटू मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन ऑफ वुडन इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन. ओके, नाउ which is equal to, I am writing it directly now. Now what is the safe stress in the steel? उसके लिए ये आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. This you have to do. So how much is the safe stress in the steel? Safe stress in the steel is 12,000 at y equal to 130. So it is 12,000 at y equal to 130 into how much is the moment of inertia of the equivalent section? Moment of inertia of the equivalent section is not equal to the moment of inertia of the steel plus wood. ऐसा नहीं है, ये फिर से recalculate करना पड़ेगा. So how much is the moment of inertia of the steel is remain same. जो हमने लिखा था 2 it is 2 into moment of inertia of this steel plate जो पहले ही लिखा था. It was 10 into 260 cube by 12 plus moment of inertia of this steel section now. Now it is 8.33 into 300 cube upon 12. Have you understood this? Yeah, this is the moment of inertia of this equivalent section. ये two steel strap का ये हो गया and this steel equivalent steel section का ये हो गया. So if you calculate this, you will get this answer, 4.43 into 10⁹ Newton millimeter. This is by using the equivalent section. Cross check.
Yes, sir. 4.43 into 10⁹.
Okay, so listen, Both methods are same. If you know the concept, you can go by any method. Here, and I suggest here don't go only for one method. Here, clear your concept for both the method, composite section as well as for equivalent section. यार अगर ये सम है तो इसमें ये दोनों में आएगा. यार सिर्फ यहाँ पे चेंज होगा. कंपोजिट सेक्शन लिया तो ये फार्मूला, इक्विवेलेंट सेक्शन लिया तो ये फार्मूला. ओके, यार एनी डाउट?
No, sir.
आज फिनिश करने का था लेकिन एक ही सम हुआ. ओके, 2 more sums need to be solved to complete this lesson. और 2 sums तो भी होना ही चाहिए to clear all your concepts. Okay, so is it possible? You have taken the permission from HOD to have the 4 days holidays. I don't know how to manage them. Okay, is it possible today evening?
Sir, can you share today's lecture on Google Classroom?
What?
Sir, can you share today's lecture on Google Classroom? Actually,
Yes, I am sharing every day's lecture. Every lecture is available on the Google Classroom. Only it means today's lecture, I may get it from the Google around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and after that I will upload. Immediate recording is not available.
Sir, and yesterday's also. Actually, I forgot to take
Yeah.
this of the sum yesterday.
Okay, I'll upload today. No problem. Now answer my question. When to solve that remaining 2 sums? Or
Sir,
otherwise what
sir, we are already having a lecture till 3 p.m.
अरे रेगुलर टाइमिंग कॉलेज का 9 to 5 रहता है. Okay, now tomorrow I will tomorrow morning I'll arrange the lecture at 9:30 and I will finish this lesson. Okay, या जिनको ज्वाइन होने का है वो ज्वाइन हो जा, या remaining student can see the recording at any time with their convenience. Clear? During the Diwali or after the Diwali, whatever it may be.
Sir,
Thank
it
you.
will be okay if you take today evening rather than tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will let you know then.
Yes, sir. Take in the evening.
Take it
I
in
will
the
let you
evening.
know. I will let
Okay.
you know. Okay.